Guys, it's Mine Crypto here. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're enjoying yourself. So today we're going to talk about ALBT NXRA, Next Era. So we're nearing that time when an airdrop could be released, which starts from today until the 24th. So we are coming towards that now. So I've seen many comments on Twitter talking about, whether or not they're going to dump it or whether they're going to keep it. And if people do dump, they'll buy more and all the rest of it. And some people saying, well, there should be a sweetener. Now, in my eyes, I think the fact that they're talking about new partnerships, which I will talk about in a moment, but they are effectively giving us a sweetener because the max supply has gone down from 1 billion to 850 million. So hopefully we should see a slight inflate in price, which would be great for everyone. I know myself, I will be holding my coins. I believe in the project. I believe in where it's going. And again, they are working really, really hard. And I think if there hadn't have been this breach, I think we would had this new partnership come out already. Now, I listened to Rashid Ajaja the other night. I found it very, very interesting, quite excited actually with regards to what's in the process. He talks a lot about a machine economy and electric cars, so charging stations where they can generate identity. And this is all about the DeFi machine economy on layer one, which will hopefully be coming in the next months and year or so. And this will basically they'll require compliance. Basically, they're trying to liquidify unliquid assets through tokenization. He does allude to a partnership with a new company where they can, tokenize instruments. Now, we can understand there's loads of things that could be tokenized in the world of DeFi. And so what I'll do is I'll let you listen to the clip on Open Spaces on Twitter the other night where Rashid, the CEO, talks about future progress and things that are coming in the not so fast future.
Thank you. Rashid just joined us. Hello, boss. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. Yeah, sorry for being late. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you very much.
We were just discussing the basic in and outs of Alliance Block and what you do. Who are you partnering with? How does your ecosystem look like? Or, for example, who is using your technology already?
So I will go.
Yes,
Go
we've
ahead.
seen a lot of traction from first with our initial products. We've seen a lot of traction from DeFi projects, which was exactly the point, exactly what we're looking for. Because if we want to make DeFi interesting for traditional finance institutions, we need to have this additional liquidity, this traction from DeFi projects to actually interact with this ecosystem. And now with the NXRA protocol, we have exactly the foundation to glue all these building blocks together and provide access to compliant DeFi. So now the focus on having traditional finance. And our first use case that we announced recently with regards to traditional finance is art-backed lending through art banks, a startup in Switzerland that is using ALLIANCEBLOCK technology in order to have access to Web3 for their existing use case.
So maybe I will add as well to be, you hear me guys. So to be more general. So our target, if we take, so like you have, of course, the Web3 space and you have, I would say, anything that is not Web3. So on the Web3 space, I would say if we take the layer ones, which are the blockchain, if we take the layer two, which are the protocols, and we take the layer three, that are decentralized application. So in terms of the traction that we have from layers one. So as you saw, we have basically a big partnership with Peak Network that they will have our technology to be able to do all the DeFi machine economy. So Peak Network is about machine economy. They have partnership with Volkswagen, with Audi, so they do like electric cars, for example, charging. They have producer and consumers. So you need
Wait. Electric cars charging.
Yeah.
How does that fit in? What are you doing for the electric
So
car?
I would say electric cars that need charging. So it's about charging. So charging station. So when you charge, so you can have they have amazing use cases about charging, and they will have big companies that is building on top of Peak Network, and they need to have these machines that are for the charging. They need identities. So because they are generating they are generating actually some money, which and you can have people that are putting money together to buy these machines that can generate actually wealth. Okay, so this is what they call the DeFi machine economy. So you have machines that are doing stuff, and how can we monetize this within the DeFi? How can we provide liquidity? So this is one of the use cases, and we have been speaking in our big blog about this. So the layer one, we have also in discussion, we cannot disclose now, but there are a lot of layer one that are looking for two things, which is really the most important things for the next years, next months, and next year, specifically for the next cycle, is compliance, as Matai said, which is absolutely important. And the second point is everything around real world assets. So we are seeing a lot of people speaking about real world assets. How can we be able to tokenize them? How can we provide the liquidity for illiquid assets, and so on and so forth? So we saw what happened on the STOs. It's been a while that we speak about tokenization. We saw securrency, securitize, tokenize. But the big problem of this is we didn't have a lot of liquidity actually back then. So it was just in closed markets. So now, with the current technology, with the dynamic NFTs, with the mutability, extensibility, and composability of the NFTs that we are building, and even the dynamic NFTs that is happening on Chainlink and all the ecosystem that is growing, we are able to tokenize arts. And all what's happening within decentralized exchanges and lending protocols and oracles that are taking more the price from the real, I would say, the real world feed actually. So this is what will make also to make this tokenized asset liquid. And now everyone, so we saw KKR that are doing partnership with Avalanche, and we saw more. So this is one of the things actually, as Matthias said, we have the first use case, which is ARTBANK's lending, but we are also announcing an amazing partnership for a company that's already doing financial instruments to be able to finance companies. Okay, so it could be total return swap, it could be convertible bonds, it could be whatever kind of instruments.
Like the Siemens bond they just issued on Polygon,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
The 80 million. Okay,
Exactly. Yeah. So we will be able to tokenize these instruments and bring in new financing into the crypto world. So I spoke with the layer one, and this layer one that are interested into tokenization of reward asset and compliance. Okay, so and there are not many layer one that have, I would say, lots of people, so you can guess, but we will speak about this maybe in the next few weeks. We have the layer two. So all our partners that we have been partners to its protocol, we will have more DeFi protocols that need to have the compliance setup, that need to have basically to have this trustless KYC, that need to be able to have verifiable credential. And this is one of the most important topics that we have been discussing on in ATBA. In ATBA, they have working group on finance, they have working group on the identity. How can you basically be compliant with the standard of verifiable credential? How can you use this for your self-sovereign identity?
So there you go, guys. Loads of progress, even after the breach took place. Of all the work they've had to manage, they're still moving forward, even with these new ideas, which for our investment is amazing. You couldn't expect any more from a team. That's why I will continue holding my NXRA coins, NXRA. So remember, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'll keep you updated with the news because we're at the day where the airdrop could take place between now and the 24th. So as soon as I hear, I'll let you know. So hit that notification bell. Please subscribe because there's many people listening to these videos that aren't subscribed, and you'll be doing me a massive favor by supporting this channel. And all the best, and I'll catch you later.